my pretties. So I've had a few requests on how to do an update on my plants and everything. And Kratos, if you guys don't know, I do have isopods. And I had gotten like 10 of them from Facebook Market. And they were so cool. They were called powder oranges. And through a series of unfortunate events, I have killed off every single one except for one. And his name is now Kratos, because Kratos had his whole family killed. And so he went after, he was given powers, and he went after the gods, he went after the armies that killed his family, and he killed them. And then he found out that it was the gods that set up his family, so he went after the gods and killed them. And then he had another family that got slaughtered again. And he was all alone, or I think he ends up having a son, and he was able to keep the son alive. So that is why it is named Kratos, because his family got swiped out a couple of times. And then, so he's in this bin right here. This is Kratos' home, and someone was kind enough to gift me some voodoo lilies, and when I was going through from their garden, they dug them up and gave them to me. And when I was going through the bulbs and stuff, trying to get ready for planting them, I found another isopod, and that is now Voodoo Lily. And then when I was cleaning out the tank, or you don't really clean it, when I was going through it, make sure everything was doing okay or whatnot, my little weekly checkup, I found a baby one. So we're gonna, and someone in my isopod group said, name it Sushi. So I now have Kratos, Voodoo Lily, and Sushi. And before you even ask, Kratos is not the same isopod species as Voodoo Lily, so they cannot have babies. And Sushi and Voodoo Lily are the same species, so if it's a male and a female, then they can have babies. But Kratos will not be able to have babies with either one of them. So he will almost forever be alone until I get more isopods of the same species. They could be different breeds, because there's like a shit ton of different types. There's dairy cows and Oreo crumbles and powder pinks and powder blues and powder oranges and scabers, and which is a species, not a subspecies or breed. I don't even know what they're called. But yeah, so this is the isopod tank. So it kind of just became a bioactive terrarium type thing. There's a few slugs in there, a few worms, and the 3 isopods. So that's it. Okay, so that is Kratos' tank. And then let me flip this camera around. Okay, so these are either ones that need way more direct light, or ones I want to eventually trade. So you see that's a humidity dome, and that plant is actually going to be coming out of that humidity dome tonight probably. Once I get off this video, I'll probably take it off. But all it is a 2-liter bottle that I cut off the top and stuck over it. And it works great as a humidity dome. But as you see, it probably has good roots now and everything, so I can now take it out of the temporary little thing that I have going on there and put it in a real pot. That's jade. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to be trying to trade him. That's a plant that just doesn't seem to want to grow for me or die. So I moved normally this lamp hits everything better. Oops, I'm making a mess. Okay. And so that is Mothers of Thousands. I do want Mother of Millions, but I want a special kind, so that'll probably come later on. This is my white strawberry, and it looks like this guy died, so I will need to prune that tonight. But don't be sad, because there's a new baby part coming in, and that just happens with plants. And so as long as I see fresh new, then I'm not worried about it. It's wet, it has good soil going This is a begonia. Love it. It needed more light. I just don't know where I want to put it or do with it. They're called radiator plants. Super easy to take care of. Super chill. I'm hoping to get more isopods in the future, so this will be another isopod tank. I'm already started with the dirt, and then I gotta add plants and leaves and all that, and springtails and stuff. So, and then it'll be and then hopefully in the spring or early summer I'll get more isopods. Yeah, these are all my plants. In that glass jar right there, I'm trying to do the begonia propagation, where you cut the begonia leaf. I have a couple in there that have slices, and then a couple that were actually cut, and it's not going too well. I haven't yet to meet anybody that propagation method has worked for, so I do not recommend it. And this light is off, because I'm a dork. But this is all my propagation area. So, in this is perlite and hydrogen peroxide, and that helps nodes and stuff that does in like wet sticks that don't have any plants on them to start sprouting roots and plants. And so that's what's going on in there. And what you do with that is you cover the perlite in hydrogen peroxide, let it sit for 30 minutes, dump most of it out, just leave a little bit, and then cover your node or wet stick in that and let it be. Keep it in a humid area and just let it do its thing. And you change it out once a week. Or, well, you do the process again every week. But yeah, this is all right here is my bat orchard seeds that my very beautiful Century Countess, or my very beautiful friend, the Century Countess, has done for me. She bought me those for Christmas, and so hopefully they're on a heating mat and in a humidity dome with lots of light. So, if you notice that the lights are off, it's because plants actually need a sleep time. So, you keep the lights on for 10 to 14 hours a day. I do 12 because that seems to be the best. I've also read recently that you should really give them a siesta. So I've been trying to do 6 hours on, 3 hours off, 6 hours on. And then off for the night. Here's that grow light. I'm thinking about replacing it for a different one, but yeah, this guy is fudgy. And you see, it was just one, these two were connected, and I cut it in half. Well, less than, I cut it really short. I cut it to right there. So yeah, but probably about half. And I stuck this piece in there, and then this one started growing. So, yay! And this one is still doing its thing and has new growth, it looks like. So, you know, it works. This guy, he has black stem. He's an elephant ear. Oops, it's an elephant ear and it has black stems. And then my candles. My deep purple passion. This is the love of my life right here. I love this plant. Tricendia, I think that's what it's called. The Wandering Jewel or Dude. Probably go with Wandering Dude. Cactus. This is right here, this guy. You can't see it right now. I'm gonna get into the light. But this guy is, it is a variegated purple passion. I'm so excited because I love my purple passion. So this one, the variegation is coming out and it's just so pretty. I'll put it here for a couple days. And then these that's an alocasia poly. Well, it's supposed to be a black poly and it's split. What the freak? Oh, never mind. It scared me for a second. That's the alocasia black poly. This is my pink syngonium. This is my escargot begonia. That is now my Lord of the Rings. I call it Lord of the Rings because this guy is called a golem. And then underneath it right there. Let me get, it needs to get more in the light. Or, well, yeah, something like, well, okay, so. And then that guy right there is called a hobbit ear. So I want to plant like one ring or a golden ring into it. My Raven ZZ. That's, I can't think of the name right now, but when it gets bigger, it gets darker, like more of a black color. This is my Devil's Ivy. And this is still Pothos, which is the Devil's Ivy. This is the Pothos, but this is one's called the Witch's Hat. Love it. And then the Purple Shamrock, Silver Cloud Pelia, booty plant back there. See if I can get a good picture of the booty. This is a black anthurium, I think it's called. But normally you see them in these flowers right here is bright red, but I got the black one, of course. And then my basket with all kinds of Trincidia. And then the Dragon Tail is still doing well. And of course, boom, my elk plants. So that's it, everybody. My silver coins. My string of coins, I think that's what it's called. And my other begonia that looks like an apple. I need to make this into a poison apple still. But yeah. So that's it, everybody. This is my space. It's all a mess, but I can find everything. I know where everything is. So my bean bag. I actually got this bean bag for free because it had no stuffing in it. And the person was like, it's dead. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just going to get rid of it. And I was like, I'll take it. And I looked it up, and you can restuff them. And so I stuffed it with a bunch of blankets and stuff that we don't use. So, yeah. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for visiting. If you have any questions, ask. Oh, that's where I keep my magic water. I have told you guys how I do the magic water. So, if you don't know, you want to know, it's in my previous videos. But it is HydroGuard and liquid dirt. So, watch my other videos and you'll see. That's where I keep it. Oh, there's the Voodoo Lily seeds. Yeah, buddy. Can't wait to plant those. Those are going to be so much fun. So, oh, and those is all of my plant tags. I have to seal those before I put them on my plants. So that's why they're not being used right now. But once I seal them, then I'll be able to put them in my plants. And my black Mondo grass. Yep. Alright. So, thanks for coming. You guys take it easy. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.